There are universal laws that are embedded in the fabric of this reality. The law of 80-20 is one of those universal laws. Vilfredo Pareto was examining his garden in Italy, and he came to the conclusion that 20% of the pea pods produced 80% of the peas. This is known as Pareto's principle. 20% of the actions will lead to 80% of the results. Let's understand the law of 80-20, how it's relevant to your everyday life and your role in the 5D timeline shift event. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on their evolutionary journey. The law of 80-20. 20% of the effort leads to 80% of the results. This is a universal law, and it is embedded in nature, and it is embedded in your everyday life. So a lot of times we think that everything is going to work according to plan and everything is going to work exponentially. However, the law of 80-20, if we understand the law of 80-20, it's about efficiency. And I love efficiency. But it's 20% of the work is going to lead to 80% of the results. So we could see this throughout our everyday lives, where not everything is going to lead to results. However, 20% of the time, it's going to lead to 80% of the total results. And this could even come in the form of common things that take part of our everyday life. For example, you might have many clothes, right? You have them all stuffed in drawers in your closet, right? We have all these clothes, but we wind up wearing 20% of our clothes, and 80% of our clothes are just chilling out there, hanging out, and we never even wear them. But 20% of our clothes are what we actually use. How many of you does this statement resonate with? So we could see that this is always happening, even with simple things like clothing, or maybe if you are running a business or you have a group, 20% of your employees or 20% of the members of that group are going to lead to 80% of the results. So if you're a person that is in charge of a group of people, you should focus your energies on the top 20%, because the top 20% are going to lead to 80% of the results. We could stand back and we could say the same for our channel, right? 20% of our videos lead to 80% of our people. So not every single video is going to break the internet. A few of them might, right? But 20% of our videos are going to bring in 80% of our people. We can't expect for every single thing in our everyday life to bring us and keep bringing and working that way. But if we stand back and if we could work smarter, be efficient, and focus our energy on that 20%, once we have identified that 20%, focus our energies on that best 20%, because not everything is going to bring in 100% of the results. 80% of the results come from the best 20%, and the rest will come from the bottom 80%. 80% will bring 20% of the results. So always keep that in mind. But we know that we are upon a new age, a great shift on our planet. And we went out to the front line and we discussed reaching critical mass. How can this grand shift happen? There are so many people on this planet. It is the law of 80-20, reaching critical mass. If 20% of the population awaken, then we will have our event. The law of 80-20, Pareto's principle. It doesn't have to be everyone, light warriors. These are laws that are embedded into the fabric of our reality, just like the Fibonacci code. We need to go back and revisit that soon, right? But these are the codes that are embedded in our reality. These are the laws of the universe. This is the law of 80-20. Utilize this in your everyday life, and it might help you understand why certain things work a certain way, because it's only working 80% of the time. So when you're aware, when you are conscious of this law, then you know where to focus your intent on that 20%, and that will lead to 80% of your results. Remember, we cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious of the law of 80-20. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. Pareto's principle, the law of 80-20. Utilize it, dear ones, and see the results. Get 80% of your results from 20% of your efforts. Work smarter, not harder. If you find this message inspiring and you would like to rethink our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because if everyone shares with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. Nothing will stop this event, light warriors. The law of 80-20. It will only take 20% of the people to create 80% of our 5D reality. And so it is.